Why do you keep calling your enemy? Can we talk about that? Why do you keep calling your enemy? These people are not your friends. They're not your friends. What's going on, guys? Now, I'm so sorry that I've been a little bit MIA, like a week and a half, but my light blew out, so I'm literally recording by the window so I could get enough light. So I'm not like, I've been working on a huge campaign for my organization and we just got finished. I'm so excited. I've been getting a lot of good reviews, so we're just doing like last minute tweaks. I'm gonna tell you guys more about what I do and in a later video. But I wanted to come out here today and talk about this topic of friends, toxicity, toxic friends, negative friends. Why is it important for you to identify them and avoid them? Do you know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. Now, we normally don't look at this topic from a spiritual point of view, and I think it's very important that we do so, because I went through such a horrific friendship and process. Like, it really was about to be the ruin of a lot of things in my life, and God had to separate me from that friendship. I don't think I would have done it as soon as was needed, as soon as it was necessary. It was the wrong English. I don't think I would have done it as quick as I should have. So God literally made this person stop talking to me. And so many times he made this person stop talking to me, a lot of times. And I kept running back. It was just not a good situation. Let me pray. Dear Lord, I thank you for this day and this session that I'm about to have. I pray that you may fill my heart with your words and let me not speak from pride or any bad intentions, but let me speak to edify whoever is listening. And if anybody's out there listening to this and you're entangled in a bad friendship, toxic friendship, I pray that, Lord, you may speak to them through this message that I'm about to give them, that, Lord, they may know and understand their value and their worth, and that they may stay away from negative people, in Jesus' name, because their future is so worth it. In Jesus' name, amen. Always got to start with a good old prayer. But anyway, toxic friends. You know, our parents, when we were growing up, they used to warn us, stay away from that person. They're not good for you. Hey, Sheila, that person, that girl, that guy, they're not for you. And I think we normally, when you're growing up, we think we know better. Like, most of us don't really listen to our parents. We have those few kids, 1 or 2, 3 or so, who are like, okay, mom, I got you. You're seeing something that I'm not seeing. But a lot of times our parents are right. So young kids out there who are still living with mommy and daddy in their house, listen to your parents. Trust me, I didn't listen to my parents because I thought I knew what I needed. Like, when they were talking, it just sounded like bad. And I never listened, and I got burnt, not once, like a million times. Like, Sheila was not getting it. So I'm here to tell you what happened to me and why it's important for you to pay attention to the things that you're seeing from your friends. Now, a lot of times we don't know like how to gauge if someone is good or bad for us. And I'm about to show you some key pointers. This is going to be one of a few series on this topic. A lot of times we don't know if a friend is good or bad for us, but we can tell by what they say and how they act towards us. A lot of people confuse this saying, forgive and forget. First of all, there is nowhere in the Bible written forgive and forget. The Bible says love your enemies. The Bible says forgive and pray for them. It doesn't say forgive and forget. In fact, I would advise you to never forget. The reason why you went through that problem was because you needed to be reminded constantly. Don't go down that road. Do you not remember what happened to you? When Jonah got on the ship to run away from what God was telling him to do, you know, he was thrown into the belly of a whale. And that's when he was like, God, you know what? You win. Take me to Nineveh. Let's go. Let me preach to these people. I'm going to do it. And let me tell you something. He will never try to run away again because he will remember how it felt like to be in the belly of the whale. And sometimes God allows our friends to manifest their wicked ways so we can be able to see and know. A lot of us, we go back to toxic relationships. Our friends do crazy things to us and we're just like, no. I'm a Christian. God said forgive and forget. There's nowhere in the Bible saying forget. First of all, get that in your mind. There is nowhere in the Bible that says forgive and forget. Just the same way a lot of people think that the Bible has a verse that says, like, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. There's nowhere in the Bible that says that. For me, I read a Bible that says, mark those who cause division and avoid them. This is in the book of Romans 16:17. Mark those who cause division and avoid them. There are certain people that you should just avoid. Now, I'm not saying that now you guys should just go walk around and not speak to any of your friends and be like, God said avoid you. Stay away from me. No, use wisdom. If you meet them on the road, say hi. There's nothing wrong with saying hi, but nobody asked you to go and have lunches and dinners. Nobody asked you to go and have sleepovers. Nobody asked you to go and confide in them, to keep calling them. Why do you keep calling your enemy? Can we talk about that? Why do you keep calling your enemy? These people are not your friends. They're not your friends. Book of Psalms 5. Let me pull it up. Because I need you guys to understand how serious this is. All right, so I got my computer over here because we're serious. In Psalms chapter 5, David was praying to God for him to protect him from his enemies and just reminding God of everything that he has done for, the kingdom and stuff like that. And he says from verse 8, lead me, O Lord, in your righteousness because of my enemies. Make your way straight before my face, for there is no faithfulness in their mouth. Their inward part is destruction. Their throat is an open tomb. They flatter with their tongue. Pronounce them guilty, O God. Please remember, the Bible does teach us to forgive. And please, whoever has wronged you, whoever has hurt you, whoever has done some crazy things to you, forgive them. Don't revenge. Revenge is not for you. Because when God looks down from heaven to intervene on your case and he finds you entangled in the same war, like with them, you're going to be just as guilty. You want, when God looks down at you, to see like, my child waited for me. Wait for the vengeance of the Lord. Let me tell you, God knows how to enact vengeance. If you step in, you almost take away the legality from God for him to step into your case. I know that some of these friends of ours, they're crazy. They don't really respect what you're doing for them. They hurt us and all of that. I get it. And I know it's painful, but just forgive them and let it go. It's not even worth it. It's not worth your time or you need a peace of mind, peace of heart. And forgiveness does not make them right. It sets you free. It sets you free. It's a gift and a blessing to you. For me, I have a policy, I have a law, I have a rule. Don't do what they're doing to you, Sheila. Never do that. I don't engage in the same thing. I want them to be the ones talking about me late at night. Clearly, I'm very important to you guys that you actually having meetings about me. There was a time where people were having meetings about me. Guys, I'm not even lying to you guys. They were literally sitting having meetings about conference calls. My friend sent me this video by TG Jakes. I'm gonna put it on.
I want to say how much I appreciate you because you hated me on a level that I didn't even know I was on. And you hated me so long that I had to go back and stare at myself to see what you saw in me that made you hate me that bad. And I started discovering who I was because you changed my perception.
Where he says like, bruh, I had to look at myself. I had to ask myself, what is it about me? What is it about me? And sometimes it's not about you. It's about what you're carrying inside of you. Look at things from a spiritual level as well. Don't look at it only from the physical. And when you look at it from a spiritual level and understand what you're carrying and the weight of what you're carrying, you're going to be very careful about the people that you put around you. Your destinies are so huge and they're so valuable to God. Don't have people around you that don't match your level. Your level and their level has to be the same. I can't be on a level where I'm trying to build empires. I cannot be on a level where I'm trying to impact the world, bring about positive change. And I'm on the phone with somebody who wants to gossip about this girl and that guy. No, something is off there. You need to now check your circles. You are the company that you keep. The Bible says that bad company corrupts good character. Bad company corrupts good character. So you need to watch the company that you keep. It's very, 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 very important. Watch the company that you keep. Don't just surround yourself with people who are toxic. Don't do it to yourself. It's not gonna be good for you. No, the devil works by putting people close to you. Remember, Judas was a close friend of Jesus, and he's the one who ultimately betrayed Jesus. Although that was written already in the book of life that it was going to happen. So I pray that you guys are not the, son of perdition. You better pray that you're not one of those. The devil works by putting people close to you, people whom you would not even suspect. But you can tell if they're from the devil by how they speak. Because the devil has a certain language that you could pick up. some of these things you catch them by discernment. So as you keep growing in God, you just know things. You'll sit in front of somebody, they haven't even said a word, and you're like, something's not right. All the time when I meet people, it's so hard for me to express myself, because when I'm around my friends, I could meet, like one time I met this lady and I told my friend, I don't trust her. She's a liar and she's a thief. I don't trust her. Now, God works with you from where you're at, and He's gonna purge you from those thieving ways and from those lying ways. But for me, where I'm at right now in my life, I don't need to be surrounding myself with that. So there's a reason why God made you pick up on that. And that's not for you to not treat people badly. That's for you to just put them on a shelf. Your friends need to be in categories. I have friends that I confide in, and I have friends that I just call up because we can talk about God for 5 hours. Then I have friends that I want to go hang out with them because they're just a good time. Like, we could just crack jokes and, they're lightweight. Like, we could just be goofy. I have my goofy friends. I have friends who are mentors. I just call them specifically for business related matters. Put your friends on shelves. Put them on categories so that you're not let down when they don't fulfill a certain expectation that you had in mind. So guys, for this first segment, what I want you to understand is you need to start gauging your friends and your friendship level from a spiritual point of view. The next video, I'm going to explain why this is important, and I'm going to give you a story of something that happened to me. So please subscribe, follow, hit that notification button so that when I, post a video on the next series, but I'm going to post this just back to back, you could be able to, be notified of the next video. This is going to be like a 10-part or 20-part series. I don't know. This topic is just so vast. But guys, comment below right now. Let's have a discussion. How many of you have a friend that you're unsure about and you're like, something is off. We need to figure this out. Something is off. Comment below and then I'll get to answer some of your questions. Tell me what's going on, what your friend is doing, what she said, or something like that, so we can be able to completely tear it apart and see what God is saying about that situation. Comment below, and on the next few videos we'll discuss it. Next video, I'm about to tell you a really intimate story. I'm about to just get raw and vulnerable and honest with you guys, because I went through this thing so that you guys don't have to go through it. Okay, so see you guys next time.